Hello students, welcome to my mathematics channel Basic Mathematics. We were discussing about vectors, right? Uh, Multiplication of a vector by a scalar. We have done it, addition, subtraction, etc. And the exercise also we have discussed. Today we will discuss about scalar product of vectors. Scalar product of vectors, or it is also known as dot product. It is also known as dot product of vectors, right? Scalar product or dot product. Scalar product or dot product. We know the product of scalars, product of real numbers, right? Product of sets we have discussed. Today we will discuss product of vectors. Product of vectors are of two types. One is scalar product or dot product. The second one is vector product or cross product. It is also known as cross product, right? So there are two types of product. One is scalar product and then is vector product of two vectors. If we will come to three vectors, there are also scalar triple product, vector triple product. Okay, so let us first discuss about scalar product of two vectors or dot product of two vectors. What is scalar product? Why it is called scalar product, right? Scalar product of two vectors is defined like this. Here I have written, if A and B are two non-zero vectors, right? We know zero vector. If A and B are two non-zero vectors, A एवं B यदि दीटा non-zero vector हुवन्ति, then their scalar product is defined like this. A dot B it is represented like this, and A dot B is defined like this. Magnitude of A into magnitude of B cos theta, right? Magnitude of A into magnitude of B cos theta. Here you see there is the product is represented by a dot, A dot B. That is why it is called dot product. And the result you see in the right hand side, it is just you see the magnitude of A is a scalar quantity, magnitude of B is a scalar quantity, cos theta it is a scalar quantity. So the total, this is a scalar quantity. The right hand side is a scalar quantity. That means dot product of two vectors is a scalar quantity. That is why it is called a scalar product. Kahinki ana emti hichi dot product au scalar product. We represent it by a dot. The product is represented by a dot. A dot B. That is why it is called dot product. And the result, the product of the two vectors give us a scalar quantity. That is why it is called a scalar product. Okay. Now you see A dot B is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B cos theta. What is theta? Magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. What is theta? Theta is the inclination between A and B. You know, inclination, it varies from 0 to pi. Where the angle, don't confuse between angle and inclination. Angle is always greater than 0, less than pi. Right? Greater than 0, less than pi. But inclination, it is greater than equal to 0 but less than equal to pi. Right? So theta is the inclination between A and B. Achha, special case. We have taken A and B are non-zero vectors. If A and B are non-zero vectors, then A dot B is this. If the question arises, if either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0 or both are 0, what will be the dot product? Now it is also defined like this. A dot B must be a 0. Must be 0. If A 0 or B 0, then theta is not defined in this case. Here A dot B must be equal to 0. एठी A dot beta, the scalar product of A and B must be 0. It is taken as 0. Though it is not defined in the cos theta is not defined here, there. Right? Because theta is not defined. Achha. Now this is about your scalar product of two vectors. Some observations I have written. What observations? ये जो डॉट प्रोडक्ट डेफिनेशन हम देले से डॉट प्रोडक्ट रे कौन कौन सब हमें देखिलु सपोज you see A dot B is a real number. I have already told you A dot B must be a real number. That means scalar product of two vectors is a scalar quantity. It is not a vector, it is a scalar. So A dot B is a real number, right? Then if A is not equal to 0, B not equal to 0, but A dot B is 0. Case रे A dot B हमें 0 नेले केतेबेले जेतेबेले A 0 किंबा B 0. Suppose neither A 0 nor B 0. A 0 नुहे कि B 0 नुहे किंतु A dot B is equal to 0. कौन conclusion हमें नब्बा? If A is not equal to 0, then magnitude of A is not 0. Magnitude of B is also not 0. Then how it will be 0? The only possibility is cos theta is equal to 0. A dot B is equal to 0. How can I see? A is not equal to 0. And B is also not equal to 0. Then cos theta must be equal to 0. कौन है जीवो cos theta निश्चित 0. K 0 नोंदी A 0 नोई B 0 नोई ता माने यार मैग्नीट्यूड 0 नोई एटा 0 नोई तो this must be 0. गोटे क्वांटिटी 0 होउची means one of the factor must be 0. So it is cos theta. Cos theta is 0. Where cos theta is 0, this implies theta is equal to pi by 2, 90 degree. Theta is pi by 2. That means these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. The inclination between them is pi by 2. This is the inclination. Right? तो गोटे conclusion हमें पाइले if A dot B is 0, neither A is equal to 0 nor B is equal to 0, then A must be perpendicular to B and vice versa. B must be perpendicular to A. Right? If A dot B is 0, A not equal to 0, B not equal to 0, then A must be perpendicular to B. I have written here. Right? If theta is equal to 0, then cos theta will be what? The theta 0 हो जाए cos theta कितना होगा? Cos 0 जी 1. So A dot B will be what? Magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Because cos theta is equal to 1 when theta is equal to 0. When theta will be 0? Theta will be 0 if the two vectors are parallel. If the two vectors are parallel, then theta must be 0, right? In that case, A dot B is equal to assume magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Right? Next. Next is if theta is equal to pi. When theta is pi, the direction of the two vectors will be opposite like this. Suppose it is A, this will be B, then the inclination between them will be pi. Here cos theta will be what? It is cos theta asibo -1 because cos pi is -1. Cos 0 is 1, cos pi -1. So then A dot B is equal to what? Cos pi is -1 means A dot B in this case will be magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos pi. Cos pi -1 means magnitude of A, magnitude of B -1. That is minus of magnitude of A into magnitude of B. This is A dot B. A dot B is this. Right? In particular, A dot minus A, because they are opposite. A, it will be minus A, suppose. Right? Here, A dot A will be what? A dot minus A. It will be minus magnitude of A into magnitude of A. That is minus magnitude of A square. So, anyway, देखी परिवा magnitude of A square can be written like this: A dot A. So this is an application. Magnitude of A will be what? The square root of A dot A. Right? Sometimes it is told find the magnitude of A. Right? What is magnitude of A? It is the square root of A dot A. Right? Then some special cases of this pi by 2 when the two vectors are perpendicular, when they are parallel. Right? Let us see. Suppose in our three-dimensional space, this is x, this is y, this is z axis. Right? In this direction, the unit vector is I cap. In this direction, the vector is j cap. In this direction is k cap. Now you see all these three vectors I, j and k, they are perpendicular to each other. I, j, k. Parasparaku perpendicular, lamba. So that means the inclination between any two of them. Inka vitru jekonsi dita vitare inclination will be what? Pi by 2. So and then I dot I will be what? It is 1. I dot I, because it is magnitude of I cos 0. Magnitude of 1 into 1 into 1. That means it is 1. Cos 0 is a 1. So anyway, I cap dot I cap is 1. Similarly, j cap dot j cap is 1. K cap dot k cap is also 1. But what about I dot j? They are perpendicular to each other. I, j, they are perpendicular means I dot j will be 0. J dot k will be 0 because they are perpendicular. Inclination between them is pi by 2 and cos pi by 2 is 0. K dot I similarly it is also 0. Right? And one application of this dot product, from the definition we can observe that cos theta is equal to A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Yes, cos theta is A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. That means theta can be obtained like this: cos inverse of A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. This is the inclination. If you know, if you can take the dot product A dot B, then you can easily find out the inclination between them. What is that? That is cos inverse of A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Now some properties. These are the properties. Particularly these three. These are the properties. It is the commutative property. It is the commutative property. A dot B is equal to B dot A. Why? Because as cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. Jodi if A dot B, suppose A dot B, it is magnitude of A into magnitude of B cos theta. Suppose. Then B dot A will be what? B dot A. It is magnitude of B, magnitude of A cos minus theta. So it will be minus theta. Cos minus theta is equal to what? Cos theta. Cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. So it is magnitude of B, magnitude of A cos theta. That can be written as magnitude of A, magnitude of B cos theta. That is A dot B. Right? So dot product is commutative. A dot B is equal to B dot A. ये observation गुड़ा हम सब देखुच, right? Then number 8. Dot product is distributive over vector addition. Distributive over vector addition. How it is distributive over vector addition? So now you see, we can observe here A dot B is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B cos theta. What is this B cos theta? Let us see. Suppose this is A, right? This is a vector B, and the inclination between them be theta. Suppose this is theta. Now let us drop a perpendicular from this on A, right? O, A, B, it is suppose C. Now if this is theta, then B cos theta, magnitude of B cos theta will be OC, right? Similarly, suppose this is A, it is B, suppose it is B, it is B, this is C, O, A, B, it is C. What is B plus C? B plus C is this. And B plus C cos theta. B plus C cos theta will be OA. Let us drop a perpendicular from here. Suppose it is N, it is M, it is suppose N. You see, what is ON? Let us see. A dot B plus C. This is magnitude of A. Magnitude of B plus C cos theta. B plus C is this. Is B plus C cos theta. Actually B plus C, this is magnitude of A. B plus C cos theta means it is ON. OC cos theta. OC cos theta. This is theta. This will be magnitude of A OC cos theta. It is ON. ON. We can write it like this. Magnitude of A ON means it is OM plus MN. Right? OM plus OM. M is this. It. OM plus MN. What is OM? This is magnitude of B cos. Of course, it is suppose it is alpha. Magnitude of B cos alpha, and here if we will draw a parallel line, it is suppose beta, then magnitude of C, you see Mn is magnitude of C cos beta, right? We will detail discuss it while we will discuss about projection, right? We will discuss. Anyway, this is how you can prove that dot product is distributive over vector addition. And ninth number, lambda is a scalar quantity. Multiplication of a scalar to a dot product of two vectors is associative. It is associative. Lambda into A dot B is equal to lambda A dot B or A dot lambda. This is not a separate property. A dot B is equal to what is written? A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. It can be easily proved. How? A dot B. It is A1 I cap plus A2 J cap plus A3 K cap. Dot B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap. It is like this. So now it is A1 by the property of this distributive law. A1 I cap dot B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap plus A2 J cap dot B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap plus A3 K cap dot B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap. Right? This is equal to, again, you can distribute it, A1 I cap dot B1 I cap plus A1 I cap dot B2 J cap plus A1 I cap dot B3 K cap. It will be A2 J cap dot B1 I cap plus A2 J cap dot B2 J cap plus A2 J cap dot B3 K cap plus A3 K cap dot B1 I cap plus A3 K cap dot B2 J cap plus A3 K cap dot B3 K cap. Okay. Now you see A1 I cap dot B1 I cap. Already we have discussed. What is the inclination between them? 0. I dot I we have read. It is 1. That means A1 dot B1 I cap. This will be equal to A1 B1. Here it will be 0 because I dot J, it is 0. 0 plus here it is I cap dot K cap. This is also 0. Again here J dot I, this is 0. Plus it will be A2 B2 plus it is 0. Plus 0 plus 0 plus A3 B3. So it will be A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. So now it is very easy to find out dot product of two vectors if they are expressed in terms of their components. Suppose we'll take one such example. We'll discuss all the examples here. Suppose we can take A is equal to 2I cap minus 3J cap plus 5K cap, and B is equal to I cap plus 4J cap minus 3K cap. These are two vectors. So what will be A dot B? A dot B will be 2 into 1 plus minus 3 into 4 plus 5 into minus A1 into B1 plus A2 into B2 plus A3 into B3. Very easy. It is 2 minus 12 minus 15. That is minus 25. Okay. This is your dot product. Okay. Now suppose let theta be the inclination between A and B. Then cos theta is, we have read the formula, A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So here it will be what? A dot B we have already calculated, it is minus 25 by magnitude of A. Yes, 2 square plus minus 3 square plus 5 square, square root into square root of 1 square plus 4 square plus minus 3 square. So this is minus 25 by, it is 4 plus 9 plus 25 into square root of 1 plus 16 plus 9. So it is minus 25 by 13, 25, 38. Square root of 38 into square root of 26. That is minus 25 by square root of 38 into 26. And theta will be cos inverse of minus 25 by square root of 38 into 26. Right? This is your, like this. Okay. Let us discuss about yes, projection of a vector on another vector. Okay, projection of a vector on another vector. We are discussing just like here while we are discussing about the distributive law. Suppose here is a projection. Projection are of two types. One is scalar projection. Scalar projection and vector projection. Scalar projection and vector projection. How? First let us find out the scalar projection. Okay. So what is the scalar projection? Suppose this is a vector A and this is a vector B. Right? O, A, it is B. Let us draw a perpendicular from this on this. say meet it at M. Then here OM, the scalar projection of B on A is equal to what? OM. What is OM? Suppose this angle is theta, the inclination is theta. What is OM? OM is OB cos theta. What is OB? It is magnitude of B. OB, the length of the line segment, we have already discussed that a vector is always represented by a directed line segment. Represented by a directed line segment. The arrow mark indicates the direction of the vector and the length of the line segment represents the magnitude of the vector. Okay. Here this is the length. Magnitude of B is OB. So it is magnitude of B cos theta. But what is cos theta? We have already read magnitude of B. Yes, it is A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. It is this. Now these are scalar quantities, magnitude of B and magnitude of A. We can cancel it. Now we find it is A dot B by magnitude of A. Right? A dot B by magnitude of A. That means the scalar projection of a vector B on a vector A is A dot B by magnitude of A. That means on which we are taking the projection, we have to divide the magnitude of that vector by, yes, we have to divide the dot product of two vectors by that magnitude. Here projection of B on A is A dot B by magnitude of A. Similarly, projection of A on B, will be magnitude of A dot B by magnitude of B. Right? Okay, so this is the scalar projection of a vector on another vector. Now what is vector projection? Vector projection of B on A is equal to scalar projection of B on A into the unit vector along A. The unit vector along A. Right. So here it will be what? A dot B by magnitude of A. This is the scalar projection into the unit vector along A is magnitude of A by magnitude of A. This is the unit vector along direction A. So this is A dot B, right? A by magnitude of A. It is this. So this is about your scalar projection and vector projection of a vector on another vector. Right? Here are also some observations. Right? We'll discuss about some observations on this projection, vector projection or scalar projection, right? One observation: if P is the unit vector along a line L, then the projection of the vector A on the line L is A dot P. Yes. Observations. If P cap is the unit vector along a line L, then projection of a vector A on L on the line L, line L is given by A dot P cap, right? A dot P cap. What is that? Suppose this is a line L whose length is L and it is a line L. In this direction the unit vector is P cap. Unit vector means magnitude is 1. In this direction the unit vector is P cap. Here is a vector, or suppose this is a vector A. So its projection, simply projection or scalar projection. Suppose this is O, A it is suppose B. Projection of this and this is this OM. So what is OM? OM is magnitude of A cos theta, where theta is the angle between them. Theta is the inclination between P cap and A. And this is equal to, what is cos theta? We have already observed cos theta. It is A dot P by magnitude of A into magnitude of P cap. So magnitude of A, it will cancel. P magnitude of P cap, it is 1. So it is simply A dot P cap. A dot P cap, right? So projection this, if theta is 0, the projection of a vector of projection vector of AB will be AB itself, and if theta is pi, then it is minus. This is number 1. Number 2 observation. Yes, number 2. Number 2, projection of a vector A on another vector B is given by this. I have already told you, right? Projection of A on B. Projection of A on B is equal to A dot B by magnitude of B. Projection of B on A equal to A dot B by magnitude of A. Number 3, theta is equal to 0. If theta is equal to 0, then projection of A on B is equal to magnitude of A only. If theta is equal to pi, then projection means scalar projection of A on B is equal to minus magnitude of A. Right? And number 4, if theta is equal to pi, then projection will be 0. Number 4, if A and B are perpendicular, that is theta is 0. Jadi theta vector perpendicular one. If two vectors are perpendicular, that means the inclination between them is sorry, it is not 0, it is pi by 2. Pi by 2. Then cos pi by 2 is 0. Then projection of A on B is equal to 0. Projection of B on A is also 0. So these are the observations. Yes. Okay. So let us observe another thing. If alpha, beta, gamma are the direction angles of a vector, remark, if alpha, beta and gamma are the direction angles of a vector, direction angles of a vector A, that is A1 I cap plus A2 J cap plus A3 K cap, then how can you get, yes, alpha, cos alpha, you see, alpha, beta, gamma are the direction angles of a vector. Vector A is given. Suppose I'll wipe out these things. Let us take the 3 coordinate axes. Origin, it is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. The unit vector along this direction is I cap. Unit vector along this direction is j cap, and in this direction is k cap. Now, alpha A is a vector here. Suppose this is vector A, and suppose it makes an angle alpha with x-axis. The cos alpha will be what? A dot I cap by magnitude of A into magnitude of I. That is A dot I. A dot I, yes, according to definition of scalar product, alpha is the angle between I cap and I cap A, vector A, because these are the direction angles. Alpha, beta, gamma are the direction angles. माने कौन? What is that? That means A, the inclination of A with x-axis is alpha, the inclination of A with y-axis is beta, and the inclination of A with z-axis is gamma. So from the dot product, from the scalar product, cos alpha will be what? A dot I cap by magnitude of A into magnitude of I cap. So this is equal to A1 I cap plus A2 J cap plus A3 K cap dot I cap plus 0 J cap plus 0 K cap. I can write by magnitude of A into 1, because magnitude of I cap is 1. So this is, you see, it is A1 into 1 by magnitude of A. That is A1 by magnitude of A. This is cos alpha. Similarly, cos beta, this is A2 by magnitude of A. Right? Sorry. Cos gamma, this is A3 by magnitude of A. So this is another application. That is, this is called L, it is M, it is N. And we have already seen L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. It will be A1 square by magnitude of A square, A2 square by magnitude of A square, A3 square by magnitude L square plus M square plus N square. So it is A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square division A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square. It is also, they will cancel each other and the result will be 1. So thus L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. Okay. So this is about your scalar product of vectors and projection. Next time we'll discuss the examples of your book and the exercise. Okay. Thank you.